Happy Saturday, everyone. 89 degrees. We're gonna go get some food. Yep. I've been alone all day. Just so you all know. My younger son's been with his dad since 11 o'clock. I have been texting him, asking him, do you want something to eat? Because I'm going to leave in 5 minutes. That was like 30 minutes ago. No response. So I'm like, you know what? Enough waiting. I'm gonna go get something. Can't eat anything too late, because if I eat something too late, then I won't feel well. Yesterday I stopped up by my son and daughter-in-law's, and they had ordered some pizza, so I got one slice. Big mistake. It was like 6:30 when I ate it. Oh, I was in pain all night. My stomach was hurting. I was bloated. I was like, never again. Then again, it was from Papa John's, so maybe that's why. I really don't like Papa John's pizza. I've never liked it. I think it is the worst pizza on earth. I prefer Domino's or Pizza Hut, and I almost got that today. I was thinking about that yesterday. I said, oh, you know what, on Saturday I think I'm going to get Domino's. But after what happened to me yesterday, I don't want anything with bread. And I can't make a pasta either, because we had that already. So I made a pasta supreme. It was penny pasta with meatballs. I added onion and bell pepper. I forgot the mushroom. And next time that I make it, though, I will add the mushroom whenever I decide to make it again. And why is this car trying to turn with me if I'm... Oh! Sorry, you all. I don't know why this car was trying to turn with me. This car right here, I think they were filming me too. Right there, that BMW. Right there. They saw that I had my arrow to turn left. You know, my blinker. And, oh, it did that by itself. And they got on the left side of me wanting to turn at the same time. And I'm like, why are you doing that if I'm already trying to turn left? Well, I just got out of the house. I haven't been out all day, and I barely get out, and this happens. I've had a week. I have had a week. Where should I start? Let's start with the husband. The husband. Oh, I'm glad they honked at him. Good. Somebody honked at you. Jerk. Somebody honked at the BMW. Anyhow, the husband. Oh, where should I? I'm starting to hurt again from my stomach just saying the husband. The husband. He keeps track of every penny, okay? He gives me money to pay the bills. He gives me spending money. The spending money that he gives me is the one that he keeps track of. Because he knows I'm going to pay the bills. Duh, you know, we want light, water. We got to pay the water over here, by the way. And he knows I want all those things, right? Like, got to pay for that. But when it comes to my spending money, which is not much, mind you, but he will keep track of everything. Like, I can't even go get a coffee because he will be like, okay, why are you missing $10, let's say, right? I don't know if I've talked about this or not already, but he'll be like, why are you missing $10? And I'm like, huh? What? All right, I got a coffee. Well, why are you spending that much on a coffee? You know, like, I just don't like to be accounted for every little thing, you know. I like to treat myself, right? Like, I've been wanting Dutch Brothers. I haven't gone to get Dutch Brothers. And their coffees are not $10. But I haven't gotten any. I haven't gotten Starbucks either. My My son got me a gingerbread cookie, something frappuccino. It was really good. I haven't gotten that either because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get bloated if I drink that because of the milk. He forgets that I'm lactose intolerant, but I'll drink it anyway. But anyhow, so my husband bringing that up to me stirred up a fire in me again, you know. And I was just like, well, what about your daughter when we gave her $60 to go buy paint to paint the baby's room, and she never did it? The baby's already here, the baby's almost 1 year old, and she still hasn't done it, you know. In fact, let me take it back. Let me go a step further. The toddler is already 2 years old, and that room is still not painted. That's when the room was supposed to get painted, okay? And I'm like, did you ask her what she did with that money? No, right? Like, it's always just me. And I'm like, what else did I mention? I mentioned, the outfits that I bought the baby. You know, I haven't seen one outfit on the baby, on the newborn. And he's just like, hang on, you all. Sorry, I have to cut it right here. I'm going to pause real quick. It was quick, you all. I got it. I got golden chicken. I even got a family size okra. I love their okra. I mean, I'm obsessed with their okra. Anyhow, so then, you know, I'm telling them about all this, right? Because, okay, you're going to pick on me. Let me pick on where our money goes, you know? And and you know what he says to me? You all won't believe what he said to me. He says, you're just gonna be a negative woman, aren't you? What? That's what I said. What? Unbelievable. I'm a negative woman? When you're keeping track of every dime that I spend, and you could care less that we give money that we don't have to one of your children, and you're going to tell me that I'm the negative one? Oh, no. No. So that started an argument right there. I don't know where to put my air freshener thing. It's bouncing off everywhere. I'll put you right there. So that was one, okay? Then the second one was this random lady who calls me because my daughter-in-law did not tell me that she used me as a reference to get a vehicle, okay? Not that I would mind. It's for her and my son, so I don't mind that. Thing is that they didn't let me know. So this random lady calls, and she's like, oh, no, let me take it back. This random lady calls, doesn't leave a message. I call back. Some other lady answers, and suddenly that lady doesn't know any English, and so I'm telling her that I'm returning a call. And then she asks for my name, and I give her my name, which I know you're not supposed to do, right? But I did it anyway. So I gave her my name, and she transfers me to this other lady. I can't talk all of a sudden. And this other lady answers, and she's like, yes, this is Cynthia. How can I help you? And I'm like, well, didn't you just call me? Like, the lady up front transferred me to you because she says you made a call and it was for me, you know? And she's like, oh, yes. Is this yada yada? And I'm like, yes. And she's like, well, do you know an Annette? I'm like, Annette? I'm like, no. And then I was like, where am I calling? And she's like, well, ma'am, you called us. And I said, ma'am, I returned a call. And she's like, well, do you know an Annette or not? And I'm like, no, I don't know an Annette. And she's like, you don't know Annette? And I was just like, what the hell? I'm like, no, for the 5th time, you know? And then she's like, what about Sybil? Do you know a Sybil? And I was like, no, I don't know a Sybil. I don't know Annette or a Sybil. I said, are you sure you have the right number? Or maybe you have the names confused? And she's like, you don't have to get mad at me for it. And I said, excuse me? I am not mad. I am letting you know that you're probably mistaken. You made a mistake. You know, how is that getting angry at me with you? Well, I don't appreciate your tone with me. And I was like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, what? So anyway, here this lady is arguing with me, okay? And then she hangs up on me. So then I call my daughter-in-law and I said, did you all use me as a reference for something? And then she's like, oh yeah, the car place, you know? And I was like, I really wish you all would have let me know. I said, because somebody from there just called me and she was really, really rude. And she hung up on me. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. And then, of course, my daughter-in-law is very dismissive of my feelings. And she's like, well, I'm sorry that happened to you. And yada, yada, yada. And then I go, well, I'm just letting you know if she happens to call you again so you can let her know that she had the wrong name. She was mistaking your name for Annette and Sybil. And that's neither of your names unless you're using a different name. You know? And she's like, oh, okay. And she just blew me off. Next thing I know, this lady's calling me again. Only this time, I'm like not answering because I said, no, I am not going to deal with this. I'm sitting here in the living room, minding my own business, and this lady just jumps all over me. I don't think so. And so then I tell the daughter-in-law, I text her and I said, I think she's calling me again twice. And then she's like, well, did you answer? And I was like, no. Why would I answer? Why would I answer somebody that told me off and hangs up on me? And then she's like, well, she's calling to apologize. And I said, well, good for her. Yeah, after somebody hangs up on me, I'm not really in the mood for apologies right away. Like, give me time to calm down. And then she's like, well, it was just a mistake. And I said, exactly. It was just a mistake. I said, and that's what I tried to point out to her. But she refused to listen to me. Instead, she accused me of yelling and being angry with her when I was just like, what? What are you talking about? I said, I was even laughing in the conversations, you know, and she went off somewhere else. And I don't have time to calm somebody. I don't have time to deal with somebody with, you know, mental illness. I have my own to deal with. You know, go deal on your own mental illness in your own time, not on my time, because I got my own things going on, you know? And she's like, well, it was just a mistake. And I'm like, oh, I see. So when other people make mistakes, I'm supposed to just be like, oh, okay. It was just a mistake. She hung up on me by mistake. Okay. That was hilarious. But yet, if I do it to somebody else, I'm a bitch. I'm the villain. And I'm like, I've had enough. I've had enough of this. I'm not a bitch. I'm not a villain. I actually have feelings myself. I have emotions myself. I have things going on in my life. Just because I'm not working does not mean that I'm not dealing with things on a daily, you know? And I said, no, I am so tired of you all acting like I have no feelings. And it's all about your feelings and their feelings, and I don't have any. And this isn't just only with family, you all. It's also with people at random. And I'm like, what? Like, I just can't anymore. So I'm like so ready to be like, you know what? Deal with your feelings yourself. Don't bring them to me because I can't deal with you. Like, I'm so tired of people making me their problem or their villain in their story of make-believe when I have real life going on. By the way, speaking of real life, Kitty's at the window. Kitty's at the window. I can barely see it, but it's there. Oh, Kitty. And look at that cloud right there. Look. A random cloud. Really low. That's weird. Look at the other clouds. And then you have that random cloud. I think it's weird. Anyway, I'm going to go enjoy my food, but that's what's been going on. I also had some random nurse stop by the way. Let me tell you all really quick. Okay, let me put you all down again. I had some random nurse stop by looking for some other lady, and I was just like, no, this is apartment 18, you know, like, are you sure you have the right apartment? And she's like, well, is this address 12345 Hampton Hills, you know? And I'm like, no, this is 123456 Hampton Hills, you know, check next door. And she's like, oh, well, no wonder my security code didn't work on the keypad. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. You're a nurse. You forced your way in here because your code didn't work. So apparently somebody either let you in or you followed somebody in. You're sus to me. I've told you all this before. Everybody's sus to me. Everybody's a suspect until you're cleared in my mind. She was not cleared. Okay, I just met her. She's at my door. And I'm wondering, how the hell did you get in, right? So I also had to deal with some random nurse insisting that this lady lived in my apartment, asking me over and over again, is she there? Is she here? Does she step out? She's my patient. I'm here to see her. How do you not know where your patients live, ma'am? Even, let's give her the benefit of the doubt. She was just assigned this patient. She's coming to see her for the first time. Okay, cool. But you don't have GPS on your phone? You're holding an iPhone and you don't have maps on your phone? You couldn't put in the address? Don't you all find that suspicious? I do. And on top of all that, I've also had the neighbor that keeps coming over unannounced, ringing my doorbell, knocking on my door, and I'm in the bathroom peeing. Okay? Or I'll be in the shower. And she comes over just to let me know that her dog misses me. Yes. Okay, so that's the kind of week I've had, okay? I love you all. Enjoy your Saturday, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.